What is going on, everybody? I hope everybody is having a great Saturday. Welcome to our Shop 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I am Marcus. And for today's live stream, this is a bonus live stream because you guys hit the super chat goal that we had for Thursday's live stream. So obviously we had a voting poll. The votes were in. Sawx won out on that voting poll. So that's what we are going to be watching today. And this is definitely going to be a lot of fun. I feel like, the timing of this being the one that was voted in is actually perfect because of the Saw news that we've been getting lately. Well, I know I've gotten a little bit more Saw news than maybe what some people, have seen so far in regards to what's going on with the franchise. But nonetheless, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to revisit this movie. This is probably my third favorite Saw movie in the entire franchise. So I'm really excited to be here with you all today and have fun watching this movie. Now, I will say, if you guys have seen this before, but others haven't, do not spoil it for the first-time watchers. Please do not spoil this movie for the first-time watchers. I want them to go into it blind so that they can have their own interpretation at the end of it on what they feel about the movie. I don't want anything being spoiled for them. So, guys, thank you all for being here. This is definitely going to be a fun time. So let me catch up with you guys here in the chat. So I'm sorry about being a few minutes late. I was just getting everything hooked up. I have a new StreamYard account. I'm going to still have the other one, but I decided to make another one because StreamYard is just the best platform to stream. All those other ones that I was testing out and all that stuff when we were doing some of these other live watch parties and stuff recently just didn't do it for me. So I just forged ahead, made a new StreamYard account, and yeah, this is going to be a fun stream. I can't wait to get into this movie. Can't wait to see what you guys think, especially the first-time watchers. What's up, DJ? Hope you're having a great day, my man. What's up, Paula? Nice to see you here as well. And guys, please shoot that like button. It definitely helps the YouTube algorithm. We have 17 people here, so please shoot the shit out of that like button. It definitely helps me, obviously, grow the channel and get an even bigger audience. And yeah, it just helps out a lot. I greatly appreciate it. Paula saying, love this. I am sitting at a restaurant right now. Nice. What restaurant are you at, Paula? Like, what style of restaurant? Italian, Chinese, pub style? Where you at? Oh, no, that's no good. DJ saying he can't watch this. Well, man, I'm sorry to hear that, but if at some point, I'm assuming you're working, if at some point when you're done working, if you have time to stop in and be able to pop in, pop on the movie, definitely go for it. I'll give you a timestamp. But if you can't, there's always the replay, bro. But nonetheless, nice to see you here, DJ. Thank you for the support, as always. Breezy saying we need more Halloween streams. That's definitely coming. I'm working on a Halloween podcast, Breezy. That's going to be for Sundays. Catching up with some of you guys here in the chat. You guys talking amongst each other. That's what's up. Yo. What's up, Melissa? Nice to see you. I hope you're having a great day. Melissa saying, don't do watch parties, but hey, here for the thumbs up. Thank you for that, Melissa. I greatly appreciate it. And Melissa, broaden your horizons. Come join us for a live watch party every now and again. I promise you, it's a lot of fun. Okay. What's up, King Matthew? Nice to see you here, buddy. King Matthew saying, I've never seen this movie yet. I stopped watching the Saw films after Jigsaw 2017. And Spiral from the Book of Saw. So this is my first time watch. Awesome. I have a feeling if you like the first 7 Saw movies, then you will really appreciate this one. So again, everybody, for our first time watchers like King Matthew, please, if you have seen this movie, no spoilers in the chat. Yeah, I have a list right here for you, King Matthew, of streaming sites. I know it's on Fandango at home. So it's on YouTube for $3.99, Apple TV for $3.99, Amazon Prime Video for $3.99, or at least it says from $3.99, but I'm assuming that's the cost. Google Play Movies $3.99, and Fandango at Home for $3.99. All of those for $3.99. And you can also, I don't know if you have to have a subscription to it, but you can also watch it on the official movie website from lionsgate.com. But I'm pretty sure you might have to have a subscription for that as well. And if you have Roku, if you have a Roku TV or something like that, apparently in the Roku section, you know, their channel section and movies, they have the movie there as well. Man, this is going to be a fun time. I absolutely love sawx. I can't wait to see if for first-time watchers like Matthew, I can't wait to hear your opinion for at the end of the stream. Okay, cool, Paula. That's fine. Paula saying I will be walking home when you guys start watching, but I will be listening. Awesome. Yeah, for sure. Thank you for being here as always, Paula. I greatly appreciate the support. DJ saying, I, for myself on this movie, won't be able to watch since I couldn't make it past Saw 4. Okay, got you. Well, I'll say this, DJ. I will say this. This movie is set between the first and second films. So, in technicality, you don't need to watch any of the movies past 4. But I do advise you, obviously, catch up with the franchise if you want to. But the only movie after 4 that you should really watch that has, you know, some connection to this is Saw 6. But it connects to it, but it doesn't connect to it to the point where you have to watch that movie to understand this movie. Because if you watch the first 2 movies, it's set in between, timeline-wise. So it's kind of its own thing, even though it does have some type of connection to 6. But yeah, definitely catch up with some Saw, DJ. Yes. As I said, King Matthew saying, is this movie supposed to be a prequel or something? Because how is John and Amanda in it? Because they both died in Saw 3. I've been kind of out of the loop on the Saw film, so I'm confused. Yeah, so Saw X is set in between the timeline of events between the aftermath of Saw 1 and before the events of Saw 2. So it kind of is like a prequel. It's like a side story, so to speak. Yeah, DJ saying, King Matthew, did you find a place where this movie is free to watch? You guys know sometimes I use sflix.2. It is like, you know, an offshore site, if that's what you want to call it. So caution at your own risk. But that's when I'm watching it on, and I have the movie already loaded up. Maybe 123 Movies has it. I'm not sure. Talking Star Wars in the chat. Thank you so much for that, Shannon. Nice to see you here. Saying stab the like button if you haven't. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Shannon. Yeah, I like it a lot too. It's my 3rd favorite entry in the entire franchise. Nice. Hey, hey, Shannon, you know how this goes. I was late as well. So, hey, you know what I mean? I'm glad it gave you a little bit more time. Yeah, so King Matthew, if you want to check out 123 Movies, again, caution at your own risk. sflix.2, caution at your own risk. But there are free movie sites out there where you can watch this movie. So let me know if you have any luck. Yeah, DJ, but that's what I'm saying. Like, in all honesty, you don't have to watch any of the Saw movies past Saw 4 to watch this movie, because this movie, timeline-wise, is set directly after the events of Saw 1 and right before the events of Saw 2. It does have a minor connection to 6, but it's nothing that hinders the movie to a degree to where you're like, oh, well, how did this happen or whatnot? Like, everything makes perfect sense because it's set between films 1 and 2. So though it does have a minor connection to 6, it's not like overbearing to the point the movie's bad or anything. Or it's like a major plot hole, something like that. Hey, the general in the chat. What's going on, Val? Thank you for hanging out as always. Saying, hey, you guys. I hope you're having a great day, Val. Yes, it absolutely is, DJ. DJ saying, is this movie even worth a look since I haven't seen a Saw movie after the 4th installment? Yes, it is definitely worth a look. I'm telling you, especially if you watch this movie now, if you can, find it on a free site or if you pay for it, whatever you decide to do. If you watch this movie now, and then at some point, maybe we'll do it here on the channel, revisit, all the other movies to an extent, something like that. If you go back and revisit the Saw franchise in its entirety, you will be like, all right, me watching Saw X before seeing Saw 5, Saw 6, Saw 7, yada, yada, yada. It doesn't matter. It's worth watching before even watching any of those other ones because of the timeline of events takes place between part 1 and part 2. Right after 1, right before 2 happens. So if you've seen the first 2 movies, in technicality, that's all you need to worry about in regards to this movie. Love you too, Paula. Thank you for showing love, as you always do, and hanging out and being a part of the community. Okay, Matthew. Yeah, no doubt, man. I see what you're saying to Shannon. Hey, we all go through that phase, man. Just got to take it one step at a time. Yeah, I am way behind in the chat. Holy shit, I apologize. Let me get caught up here. I'm going to zoom through some of these so we can get the movie started. Horror Queen said, hi, everyone. What's up, Horror Queen? Thank you for stopping in and hanging out with us, as always. Always glad to see you here. Carl Dooling, what's going on? Saying, will there be a Saw 11, and when will it come to the movies? Well, I will say this. We did just get the news that basically Blumhouse / Atomic Monster, which is owned by Jameswan, is going to be, they're in talks to acquire the rights to Saw. I don't know if they actually went through yet. That's what I've seen. It was like it's very close to the deal getting done. Now, I also was sent a post from our very own Talking Star Wars in regards to Kevin Gruder, because as we know, Kevin Gruder directed this film and directed Saw 11. Well, he was supposed to be directing Saw 11. And he said he didn't know anything about this deal happening and that he does hope to stay involved in some shape, way, or form. So my hope is that even if James Wan gets the ownership rights, like it said he will, my hope is that they will let Kevin finish his story that he started with this movie for Saw 11. And then maybe after that, we get James Wan behind the director's chair for Saw 12. That's my hope, Carl. And glad to see you here. Now, I will say this, Carl. I don't know if you've been here for a while. I was not streaming or doing any content for a little bit. So, I have missed out on certain people who may have subscribed along the way, or I haven't seen in a while. So if you've been a part of the community, just let me know. And I'll say thank you for coming back and hanging out with us tonight. And also, if you are new to the community, let me know if you are a new subscriber, because that's awesome. Either way, it's awesome. Glad to see you here, Carl. Yes, I am assuming Carl is a new subscriber, because Val is also saying, hi, Carl, welcome to the channel. Yes, absolutely. Yo, what's up, Patrol? Saying, hey, everyone. I hope you're having a great night, man. Well, great evening. It ain't really nighttime yet. It's not going to be probably dark for another 2 hours here on my end. But still, either way. Nice, 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 nice. All right, nice to see that, King Matthew. That's what I like to see. All right, so I'm gonna catch up here because I'm totally behind. I think I am caught up for the most part. Yeah, Paula, definitely get home safely, please. Well, he's locked in the bathroom the last time we saw, so no pun intended. But the last time we seen Hoffman, he was locked in the bathroom, as we know, Shannon. So there's definitely a story to be told there. Trust me, I'm finishing the Saw video that I have prepped up, with some of the, articles and stuff that you gave me over the last couple of weeks, even before that big news dropped on Wednesday. So I'm putting all of that together. I already know what I want to see, and I'm hoping, I don't want to say everybody agrees with me, but I'm hoping some people might like the idea enough to where they might want to see a version of Saw 12 that I have pitched, for as well. I kind of mentioned a little something about it on the live stream on Thursday, but I'm going to go in depth in the video. King Matthew saying, I'm kind of curious on how they'll do a sequel to Saw the final chapter in a future Saw film. Yeah, because Hoffman did burn the warehouse down, which led to Billy the Puppet being burned in the ending. Yeah, I mean, excuse me, but think about it like this. If John had all those accomplices, I'm pretty sure he had many Billy the Puppets. And I'm sure maybe even Gordon has his own Billy the Puppet. Who knows? If he's going to be carrying on the Jigsaw legacy, maybe, But I do think there's a story. There's definitely another story to be told in regards to Hoffman, Gordon, and all that for a future Saw film. I'm right there with you. Yes, absolutely. I agree. Right there with you too, a troll. All right, guys, so we're about to get this bad boy started. Hit me up in the chat and let me know if you guys got the movie pulled up, if you guys are ready to start this bad boy. We are almost 20 minutes into the stream, and I've had you guys waiting, for a little bit, so I'm ready to get down to the get down. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's been a little bit since I watched this movie, so I'm glad to revisit it here with you all. Them, canceling Saw 11 and prolonging it really got me bummed out. So I'm really hoping this story gets finished first before we get the Hoffman and Gordon. Because I feel like how this movie ends, without spoiling anything, how this movie ends, you have to let Kevin Gruder finish his story. That's me. All right, cool. Horror Queen saying she's ready. Shannon saying she's ready, Freddie. Cool. And thank you for that, Shannon. Shannon saying 1, 2, 3 movies does have it. Awesome. Cool. Hell yes. Now I know I got a backup site just in case S-Flix decides to flake out on me like it does sometimes. But so far, everything looks great. Things look back to normal. Yeah, maybe King Matthew. For sure. Maybe Logan from Jigsaw helped Hoffman escape the bathroom and they team up in a future Saw against Dr. Gordon, and maybe perhaps Adam teaming with Dr. Gordon. Yeah, man, that's very possible, That's very possible. I would put it this way. I actually feel Logan would be an accomplice to somebody else that's already within the franchise. I'm going to save that for a future video because I've actually been stewing on this theory for quite some time, and I want to revisit it. Yes, this is DJ's first time watch, and I'm hoping he was able to find it and pull up the movie, a troll. So yes, please, if anybody does come in the chat and says that this is their first time watch, even if they pick up a few minutes ahead of the movie starting, please, no spoilers. You guys know the drill. I know you guys got this. You guys are always been, you guys are always good at not spoiling anything for anybody else. So I trust you guys. All right, so I'm caught up. So we're about to get the movie started. You already know, countdown from 5 and then press play. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play. Oh. I do wonder if Lionsgate is going to have any future dealings with the Saw franchise as well. Or is it just going to completely go over to Blumhouse and Atomic Monster? Because Twisted Pictures is the ones who owns the rights, with Lionsgate, I guess, being the distributor. King Matthew III saying, I'm hoping Saw 11 at least references Eric Matthews from Saw 2. I loved his character and hated how he went out in Saw 4. Hey, it's possible. I will say if they continue this story, if they let Kevin Gruder finish out, Saw 11 the way he intended to before shit got fucked up, I think that is definitely possible. I think it's possible we could see Dina Mera return, very, very possible. Oh, and a troll. This is also Matthew's first time watch too. I forgot to plug that in when you asked about that. I just had to think about it for a second. It's both DJ and King Matthew's first time watch. Hopefully DJ is watching. Shannon. Talking Star Wars saying, yes, I want my man Donnie / Eric Matthews to return. Yeah, he definitely was a great character. I didn't like how he went out neither. I love how he just chuckles like softly as, dude tells him to retire. Because, he's obviously sick. He has, that frontal lobe tumor. So your advice to me is to die easy. See, it's so deep. And I will say this, that is one thing that this movie did a great job at doing, is it made you feel sympathy for the villain. It did. It made you feel a lot of sympathy for John. Without taking away what he's, known for and great at. RJ, what's up? Nice to see you here. Saying, I definitely want to know what happened to John Kramer and that kid he was in the next movie. Yeah, for sure. Just do me a favor, RJ, no spoilers, because this is King Matthew's first time watch. And if DJ is here, it's his first time watch as well. But you didn't really give nothing away. But I get what you're saying. I'm right there with you. I agree with you. Yep, I got you, Shannon. I'm on 4 minutes and 37 seconds. 30, 41, 42, 43. So set it at about 5 minutes, Shannon. Got the first trap of the movie. Those sticky fingers are yours. Oh, that's interesting. King Matthew saying, I seen in one script for Saw 4 that apparently Eric was supposed to survive Saw 4 and it would be Eric Matthews' wife on the ice block trap instead of Eric, but I think Donnie wanted to leave. Yeah, I never heard anything about that. That would have been interesting. I would rather prefer it be his son. I mean, I know we've seen him basically abducted again, before, but just because we had seen that character before, I would have rather it been his son. But either way, that would have been interesting. I wonder if they would have made Donnie the protagonist again. Because then maybe Saw 2 would have ended differently, maybe. I don't know. Man, this is a cool trap. I'm not even going to lie. Oh. Oh. Hurts my fucking eyeballs, and I have sensitive eyes. So seeing this shit just makes me, ugh. Oh, God. Now you see what they did there, right? I like that. Yup. Yup, Shannon. Shannon saying not the eyeballs. Yup. But see, I love that. I love what they did there because it was just inside of his head. Love this shot when he's walking down the stairs. Everything's moving in slow motion. You like I said, you feel the sympathy for the character. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad, you guys know how I am. If we hit the goal, we hit the goal. If we don't, you guys know I'm still do watch parties and stuff for you guys. But I'm kind of glad we did hit the goal, so we got this extra stream today because I'm just so ecstatic to be here with you all watching this movie. Like, this is my shit. I love Saw X. There's 3 Saw movies that I love. I love. I like a lot of the Saw movies, but the ones I love the most is the original, the second one, and this one. Also, guys, especially if this is your first time watch, pay attention to the dialogue. Whether you're listening to it, through audio or whether you're reading it through subtitles. Definitely pay attention because the story is unfolding rapidly. Even though this has the longest runtime in the entire franchise. But they did a great job with pacing, in my opinion. Like, this doesn't feel like a 2-hour movie when I watch it. Excuse me. And guys, if you haven't done so already, we have 11 people. I know we just had about 16 people here. Keeps fluctuating between, 10 to 15, 16 people. But everybody who does stop in here, leave a chat and all that stuff, do me a favor, please press the like button. It definitely helps out the channel, helps the algorithm. It helps gets this stream out there. So even if those who couldn't watch it live here with us, if they decide to pop on Saw X and want to watch the live replay, it helps them see this video, this stream. And I must say, I'm happy to be on StreamYard. So happy to be on StreamYard. Because, like I said at the top of the stream, all those other ones, it's not cutting it. And I want to give you guys the best, type of quality that I can give you. Which is why I'm super excited, because in a couple weeks, I'm going to have like a new background and everything. Styling this bad boy up how I used to have it to a degree, like before. But this time I'm making sure it's a little bit better. Yeah, Paula. Yeah, you talking about that trap? Yeah, for sure. Makes your eyeball squint, ain't? Yeah, that is the truth, King Matthew. Great catch. Nice little homage there. Yeah. Matthew saying this is technically the second time an eyeball trap was featured in a Saw film, Saw 2 being the first. Yep. In the beginning of the movie, the opening. That's right, King Matthew. Good shit. Good call out. Now, because we're all basically on the same, time frame, I'm pretty sure. If you guys do, get behind or something like that, let me know. I'll give you a timestamp or whatnot. But you guys just seen, Cecilia, who's talking on the screen now that John's watching. You seen her father. You know what I mean? He basically created this, this drug, this cocktail that is supposed to be a healer for cancer and whatever ailments, stuff like that. I'm going to save what I think could be for Saw 11 if they let Kevin Gruder finish his story. What could be in store in regards to not only John, Amanda, Cecilia's character and stuff like that, but him as well. Hey, what's up, Magic Cat? Yeah, please, no spoilers. But he technically didn't spoil anything because I don't think he's taught. I don't. Yeah, he didn't really spoil anything because he didn't say who dies at the end, So, but please, Magic Cat, if you've seen Saw X, no spoilers, please, because there are a couple first-time watchers here. Yeah, I've seen that, Magic Cat. You're good. But glad to have you here, buddy. Thank you again, Shannon. Yup, shoot the like button, stab it, kick it, punch it, elbow drop, Ric Flair woo the son of a bitch, whatever you got to do. Whatever helps drive the retention up. That's all I ask. We got 14 people here now. Guys, shoot that like button. It definitely helps me out. Dominic Palmieri, I'm assuming you are a new subscriber here because I've never seen you here before. Thank you for joining. I greatly appreciate it, man. Welcome to the community. And Magic Cat asking, can I be on screen? I'm going to be honest with you, Magic Cat. I just met you. So I don't just let people I just meet, on the panel and stuff like that. But maybe over the course of time, you hang out, you know what I mean? I get to know you a little bit better over the course of the next few months. Yeah, anything's possible. Holy shit, that's what I like to see. Thank you for that, Val. Val saying you have 22 likes, go see. Yes, that's awesome. Thank you, guys. Let's keep driving that bad boy up. If we can get up to like 30, 35 likes, that'd be awesome. Like, especially for a watch party. Like, but either way, the fact that we're over 20 something likes and we're not even me check the damn timestamp. We're not even 20 minutes into the movie. And on top of that, we've only been streaming for about 35 minutes. Like, that's awesome. I appreciate that, y'all. You guys are showing up and showing out. I appreciate that. And thank you, Val, for looking out for the like count. I appreciate that. Dominic saying, I don't remember it much. I saw the older ones. Just click the stream and I saw it. I'm watching 3 or 4 a while ago on Pluto. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I will say this: if you remember the first and second ones, then the other. I'm not saying the other ones don't count, but this is like a side story between Saw 1 and Saw 2, as I'm sure you knew, and stuff like that. So, hey, if you can pull the movie up, come join us. I'll give you a timestamp and everything. Sawx is awesome. I love it. So now, obviously, John is in Mexico, going to get this treatment. He's being abducted by a bunch of thugs right now. Say, now let me stop. They're basically like hired guns, like transporters. And thank you again for that as well, Val. Welcoming our new subscribers to the channel. That's a fact. But you guys are all awesome because you guys, like I said, you guys have been really showing up and showing out for me. You know what I mean? Since I've been back, you guys have always done that. You know what I mean? But ever since I've been back and stuff like that, giving you guys, as much content as I can give you guys, here in the last month, like you guys have really y'all have showed me how much y'all missed me, and I missed you guys a lot too. So I'm happy to be back in the saddle. King Matthew asking, who do you think it was that helped John set up the eyeball trap at the opening of the film? Because since this is a prequel to 1, John didn't meet Dr. Gordon yet, I don't think. Well, that was all in his head, King Matthew. That's not real. He was watching the custodian steal a comatose patient's watch out of the drawer, and he envisioned in his head putting him in a trap, which is why when he came back to, you seen the custodian put the watch back, and John stopped him and said, good choice. So that doesn't count. That was all in his head. And you got to think about this too. Even if it was real, most likely Amanda. Because as we know, she was one of the OG accomplices. Man, I just can't wait for you first-time watchers or some of you guys who haven't seen this movie in a while, so you might forget some of it and stuff, especially if you forget the ending. I cannot wait till we get there. It's so good. Like, it is so, so good. Well, around this time, Shannon, I think Logan was overseas in the war. Remember the war they mentioned in Jigsaw? Because he didn't get back to the States until I think 2006, 2007, it said. I'd have to go back and rewatch Jigsaw. But I don't think Logan was around at this time. I think he was out fighting the war in Malaysia. I think that's what it's called, or whatever that, other country is called that they mentioned in the film. But I mean, who's to say that before he left, he didn't help John build a lot of those traps? It's very possible. Hey, what's up, Denisha? Another one of my modulators, channel members. Thank you for showing up, Denisha, saying, hey, Marcus, I can't stay long because watching Money in the Bank. Hey, I don't blame you. I'm sure that's going to be a great time tonight. I did forget about that happening because I've been keeping up with wrestling, but not as much as I, would like, because I'm back on my horror shit. You know what I mean? So I catch it when I can. But you enjoy Money in the Bank, Denisha, and thank you for stopping in and showing some love. I greatly appreciate you. Always good to see you. And I will also say this. Why I want Kevin Gruder to be able to finish the story that he started with this or whatnot, like finish what he started with this movie, is because, in my opinion, outside of James Wan, Kevin Gruder is the best Saw director that the franchise has had. That's my opinion. I really like his directing style, and I think he gets a Saw movie. King Matthew, no, this is actually after one. This is in between one. It's in the aftermath of one, after the bathroom trap scene in the original, and it's before the events of two with Eric Matthews. So it's wedged in between. And you'll see why I say this in the post-credit scene. That's another thing, guys. If you have not seen this movie, when the credits, hit, don't turn it off, because there is a post-credit scene. I'm not going to tell you what it is because you haven't seen it yet. I don't want to spoil the surprise. But I will say this movie is set after the first one, but it's before the second events take place. Because King Matthew saying, since this is a prequel to one, do you think this is technically the first game where John uses Billy the Puppet to do the messages? No, King Matthew. No. Nobody. But I don't blame you for thinking that. And you got to think, King Matthew, in Jigsaw, they basically said that Logan, that game that he reenacted in that film, that was the first ever game at the barn. That was the first ever game played. So that means that was before this even. Man, I love this cinematography right here when he's coming out the barn, and, it's basically early in the morning in Mexico. The sun's slowly creeping up. Like daylight's about to hit. That blue lighting is, love it. I'm a huge fan of blue cinematic lighting in a horror movie, as long as you make it look euphoric. And I feel like that type of cinematography that they used in that shot, just like what they used with Halloween in the original film, it's euphoric. It's atmospheric. Now, this part here where he's with the little kid, where he asks him about what's pool in Mexican, and in Latin and stuff like that. Keep that in the back of your minds, first time watchers, because in the end, it means something. And I will also say this is the first time me watching sawx here on the channel. So, like I said at the beginning of the stream, given the news that we have gotten, on Wednesday, given other news that I've received over the last week or so and stuff, perfect time to revisit this movie and have it be a first time watch here on the channel. It was right or troll. That's another thing they do a great job at in this movie, building that suspense, kind of like in the original. In the original too, building that suspense. Taking us, through the story, but still giving us the creeps along the way. Especially, when they open up his head and stuff like that. That was pretty gnarly. Man, you feel like kind of happy for him and stuff. Like, man, my boy gonna live. You know what I mean? It makes you wonder. You see him, writing, building traps still in his notebook. But then you see what happens, next. It makes you wonder: was he going to quit? You know what I mean? Was he thinking about quitting? Doing what he does, being Jigsaw. Shannon asking before I forget, when's your next Scream video? Because I always had one question. It's a good thing you asked that question, Shannon. So I will most likely have my next Scream video out tomorrow with my Saw video that I'm dropping and stuff. I also got a Halloween video in the works as well. That'll probably be dropped, if not early in the week, later on in the week. But I have some stuff already like written down, lined up what I want to do and stuff, as well as some other movies that I've been meaning to get around to, like a movie review of Final Destination, a movie review of Hurry Up Tomorrow. I definitely want to get on that because people hating on that movie, and to me, the hate is unwarranted. But nonetheless, you know what I mean? Like Sinners, you know, because I know Sinners just hit streaming and stuff like that. So I got some stuff along the way, but don't worry, I'm dropping my next Scream video tomorrow because there's basically, it's a Stu Macher video, and you know, it's basically like, from at least my opinion, what Scream 7 cannot do with Stu Macher, like, or why, or this particular thing will not work. No, this is after that, King Matthew. So King Matthew saying, since the brain surgery they did on John was a scam, do you think this is how he met Dr. Gordon? Because he went to the hospital Dr. Gordon worked at, and that's how he met Zepp in 1. Yeah, no, this took place after the events of 1 with Dr. Gordon in the bathroom and stuff like that. So at this point, Johnkramer already basically kept Dr. Gordon alive, nursed him back to health, you know, got him, you know, that boot for his leg, or, you know, that prosthetic. And Gordon is basically out in the wild working for John now. It's fucked up, isn't it? Now we get to the scene where it's a scam. Yep. It's fucked up. And I love the score here as we're building up to him about to take off the wrap. Love it. Vintage Saw. Vintage Saw right there. That build up in the score and everything. Did my boy dirty, man. Excuse me. That is like the only time I will be okay with like a shaky cam. Like in that moment where he's like rubbing his head because he's like trying to process everything that just happened. He got scammed and shit, and they do the shaky cam and stuff. To me, that's when a shaky cam is warranted. Just me, in my opinion. A troll saying, just notice this is where he got the idea for recording the game on Saw 2 to appear as if it was live. Oh, that's a very good point, a troll. Yeah, I never really thought of it like that when I looked at that scene in regards to him finding out that it was a scam and that they used a pre-recorded tape and stuff. Good catch, man. I never caught that. Good shit. You're absolutely right about that. Now that I think about it, yeah. Okay. Sounds good to me, Shannon. Oh no, listen, King Matthew, you are good, because that's what, and to a degree, especially when this movie was coming out. That's what everybody was going through. We were all going through that phase like, okay, how does this fit in between the events of the first and second film? Like, how does it fit in? Is it going to be before the events of one, and then maybe halfway in we pick up towards in the middle of two? Like, we all went through that phase. But once you like watch the movie and stuff like that, especially the post-credit scene, when you see the post-credit scene, you'll be like, ah, got it. Yeah, so this guy was not only the taxi driver, he was the brain surgeon who was working on his head that had the mask on. Hey, what's up, Gina? Saying I'm just popping in, hit the like button, bedtime, and I hate Saw films. Well, I am sorry, Gina. I'm sorry you hate Saw movies. I love them. But hey, thank you for stopping by, dropping the like button, hitting the like button, and gracing us with your presence. It's always great to see you here. And hopefully I can catch you on one of my earlier live streams that I'm going to be doing here later on in the week, so you can hang out, because it's been a while since you really got to hang out on a stream for a while. And like, because I'm always like going later, and your time, it's basically, too late. I know you were in the stream Thursday, which again, I apologize for that. That was, the way I had things set up, it just wasn't good. I wasn't able to keep up with the chat as much as I'd like, but definitely keep an eye out for my content. Gina, I will be doing an earlier live stream later on this week, and definitely stop in if you can. Love to have you here as always. Shannon saying my cat hates Saw too. She's snoring to the movie. Cat's like, yeah, I ain't fucking with this. Yeah, absolutely. Val telling Gina and Ziggy to sleep well. Yes, absolutely. Get some good rest. For sure. Everybody needs that shit. Oh. The prosthetics are great in this movie too, though, I will say. Oh. Oh. Fucking. Oh, that's raw, man. That is so raw. Oh. Okay. Give me 1 second. Don boy, calm down, buddy. Give me 1 second. Yo, what's up, Trey? Thank you for stopping in, man. Greatly appreciate it. If you need a timestamp, Trey, let me know. I got you. Greatly appreciate it. You guys probably hear the feedback from my phone. I always do that. Okay, so yes, Mzi asking if this is this a sawx watch party. It is. If you need a timestamp, I got you. Nice, awesome. I'll probably catch the replay later on tonight. But I hope you have a great time watching Money in the Bank, buddy. All right, what's up, Jay Sony? Nice to see you. I think you're new to the community. If you are, welcome. As well as you too, Mzi. I greatly appreciate you guys showing up. And my timestamp right now is 41 minutes and 13 seconds. Oh yeah, that's where shit starts to pick up. John already snatched one. We about to snatch the other. Hey Val, do me a solid. Let me know something. Because I don't see it on my YouTube comments on my phone. But is that derogatory statement still in the chat? Because it's showing up on my end, but it's not showing up on my other phone when I check into the live chat on the channel. I'm trying to figure out how to delete it from here on my end, but I don't know what the issue is. Jay Sony saying, I'm already like the vibe. sawx is my favorite in the franchise. Nice. Is this the first time you watching it? No, it's not my first time watch, but there is a few first time watchers here in the chat. So please do me a solid. No spoilers, but definitely join us and watch the movie with us. This is my third favorite movie in the franchise. I still like Saw 1 and 2 better, but it's up there for me, Jay. It's definitely up there. Okay, it must have got deleted. It's just still showing up on my end here. So yeah, it's just showing up on my end. I don't know what that is about and stuff like that. So maybe somebody else already got it, like removed it. But either way, you know, hopefully it's as long as you guys don't see it, I'm cool with that. That's what was distracting me there for a second, outside of my dog. And for anybody just popping in the chat, I will give you a timestamp now. I'm at 43 minutes and 25 seconds. So if you want to set it ahead a little bit, go for it. We're in the bathroom scene right now with Gabriella. Thank you, Shannon. Yes, absolutely. Stab the like button. Shoot it. Punch it. Kick it. Whatever you got to do. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Jay, you're good, buddy. I think it's been taken care of. It's still showing up like on my studio, like in my studio when I see the comments, but it's not showing up when I check the YouTube chat on my other device. So I think we're good to go. As long as you guys don't see it, that's what I'm happy about. But thank you for having my back, Jay. I appreciate that. Cool. Hey, that's all I'm worried about. Is if you guys don't see it, cool. Because there definitely was a derogatory statement. Oliver, what's up, man? It's all good, buddy. Hey, you're good, man. You already know you can at least watch half, the first 40-something minutes here on the replay and then join us now. You know what I mean? I got a timestamp for you. 45 minutes and 7 seconds. Man, we're having a great turnout today for the sawx live watch party. I'm loving it. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm digging the energy from all of you. I think it's gone now, Shannon, because when I look it up on my other device, I'm like, I have the stream pulled up on my other device, and I'm looking at the comment section now, and it's not there. But on my end, through StreamYard, it still is there. So I think it might have been deleted by somebody else. I'm not sure. Yeah, because it's not showing up here on my other device. So as long as you guys don't see it, cool. That's all I care about. Because you guys know I'm not trying to have no bullshit in this community. Oh, yep. We done bagged everybody else. Now time to bag the ringleader. Let's go. You done fucked up, chick. She got a nice ass crib, though. Nice ass house. Got to give her that. She got taste. She got class. When it comes to, homes anyway. Oh, love that shot. See the roof, the window. You see Amanda walking by. That's tight. Yup. Love that scene. Throwing the brick through the fucking glass, through the top of the roof. Love it. Cinematography, fantastic. That's what I'm saying. Like, to me, Kevin Gruder, outside of James Wan, is the best director for this franchise. Love it. Here we go. Bang. Got her. Amanda. Love it. So nostalgic. And even though you can tell it's clearly a hairpiece, I love the fact that they gave her the short hair look in this one. King Matthew saying, I just got me my dinner for tonight to watch the film. I got some Taco Bell and a Mountain Dew, and I got a bean burrito meal. Hell yeah, man. Fucking Taco Bell's good. I love me some Taco Bell. It's been a while, man. I got to get me a Crunchwrap Supreme sometime soon. That's my shit. Hell yeah, Jay. For sure. Trey saying, DW smiley face, no spoilers for Money in the Bank tonight. I'll just keep the streaming on in the background. I thank you for that, Trey. I appreciate you, man. And I appreciate you not spoiling Money in the Bank as well. Because I definitely do want to go check it out later, especially if there's any surprises. Thank you. Thank you for that, Val, for the update. I have 25 likes. Yes. If you are just popping in here to the stream, even if you're just stopping in to say hi, do your boy a favor. Shoot that like button. It definitely helps the YouTube algorithm. That's awesome. 25 likes so far for a live watch party. Like I said, you guys have been showing out. I've been seeing that a lot on my live watch parties. Like my Children of the Corn one. I think that got like close to 30 likes. The Halloween one, 2007. I think that got like over 30 likes. Like, you guys have been really showing out for these live watch parties. I appreciate y'all. That lets me know I'm doing something right. So we're gonna keep this flow and this energy going. And we're gaining new subs along the way. Like, look, we've already had a good few people come in, and this is their first time being in the community. That's what I love. That's what I love to see. Man, I love this scene where he gets all of them in the room together, and he's like, basically like chastising them, because you feel his pain, you feel his emotion, man. Like, excuse me, no matter what sins the man may have committed, you know what I mean, it still doesn't give somebody the right to tell him they're going to help him and cure this sickness and take his money like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's wrong. We know John ain't no saint, but that's still some really foul shit. He was speaking metaphorically. He does that a lot. He damn sure does. I love that. I love how they incorporated the metaphors, you know, that he loves to use in this movie. Jay saying it was definitely giving Gale 3 hair situation in this movie. But we still love her. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, absolutely, for sure. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Gale from Scream 3 with the fucking bangs. Yeah. Yeah. Took me a second to catch that, but I got it, Jay. That's funny as hell. Yeah, we absolutely still do love Amanda. For sure. King Matthew saying, I bet the guy who makes the Terrifier films could make a good Saw film as well. Ooh, Damien Leone? Yeah, I could see that. Not just from a brutality standpoint. I think he'd tell a good story as well. Thank you again, Shannon. Talking Star Wars saying, stab the like button. That's right. Stab it, shoot it, kick it, punch it, elbow drop, Ric Flair, woo, that son bitch. Please. It helps the channel out a lot. It means a lot, man. I greatly appreciate you all. Yo, Jay, I like you, man. You funny as hell. Jay saying, everybody's showing up because they heard Jay Quisha brought that loud. That's funny. Good shit, man. Val saying, we appreciate y'all having these watch parties. I appreciate that, Val. I appreciate you guys enjoying them, you know, and that's why I do want to keep these going, you know, and stuff. I feel like, you know what I mean? It's an extra added engagement for us all to just hang out and have a good time and watch movies together. This part right here, like I said, when he's chastising him, like, you feel that shit. All of you promise dying people. Dying people. Yes, I had to say it the way he did, emphatically. That you could save their lives. And in doing so, you took advantage of the only thing that they still possessed. Hope. Like, yo, just even reciting that myself, like, man, I feel that shit in my core, man. Like, for real. Like, the way Tobin delivered it in that scene, man, it makes you wonder, how the hell did this guy go underrated for so long before the first Saw film? Because I know he did things like Seinfeld and all that stuff, but he didn't really break out until he did the Saw movies. It makes you wonder, how did that happen? Because he's really good. Like, he is really convincing in his dialogue, you know, and also with his mannerisms and facial expressions. Like, man, like, he should have got more roles, you know, in other horror movies and stuff like that. Shannon, telling Trey, Cujo's not enjoying this movie. She's snoring right beside me. Cujo's like, man, it's taking a little too long to get to the action. I don't like these slow burns. This shit need to start picking up 5 minutes into the movie. King Matthew saying at the same time, though, Jigsaw doesn't kill innocent people. He only goes after those who wronged him. Like, yup, like Cecil from Saw 5. He's the reason John's kid was unborn. Yeah, you make a really good point. But in the same sense, what still makes John a villain is because just because you had some shit happen to you to where you feel slighted in life, it doesn't give you the right to have this God complex and think you should play God in so many ways, you know? So that is what makes John a villain. But even in being a villain in this movie, I mean, I like to think throughout the franchise you sympathize with him. You did sympathize with him, especially when we got that movie where we found out, you know, him and Jill's son was killed by Cecil. So you always had sympathy for the character. But I think this movie in particular really, really made you had sympathy to where you look past the fact that he was a villain himself. MLP 2000. I think you're also new here to the channel. If not, I haven't seen you in a while. I apologize because I know I was out for a minute. But if you are new here to the community, thank you for stopping in. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome. And if you would like a timestamp and watch the movie, you know what I mean? I got you. Just let me know. MLP 2000 asking, wait, there was a new Saw movie. Sawx came out in 2023, which is basically it's a prequel. It's a prequel / requel that picks up after the events of Saw 1 and in between the events of Saw 2, or before the events of Saw 2, in the aftermath of Saw 1 and before Saw 2's events take place. So yes, this is the newest Saw movie to come out. And if you'd like to join and watch it with us, even if, you know, you are going to be a little bit behind because we are a little bit ahead. We're about almost an hour into the movie, but we still have basically a whole hour left. So even if you want to watch the second half of the movie with us and then eventually go back and watch the first half so that you can get acclimated to what the story is and all that stuff, either way, join us. I got you with a timestamp. I'll provide the timestamp right now. 58 minutes and 40 seconds. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you. Shannon saying love to all the mods and Marcus. Love to you as well, Shannon. Love to you, love to the mods, and love to everybody here in the chat, the audience as a whole. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much again for that, Shannon. Jay Sony saying, I kind of want an Ari Aster or Dame Darren. I hope I say this right. Let me get this. Darren Aronofsky take on Saw. I've never heard of Darren. Ari Aster, I think he would do okay. I think he would do good, especially in terms of like a cinematography type of way. Yeah, I think he would be pretty good for Saw. I don't know Darren, though. Let me know what work Darren has done. Like, what horror movies and stuff has he done? I agree. I full-heartedly agree, Jay. Jay saying he should have at least been nominated for an Oscar for that performance, for real, for real. Yeah, he should have. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember the first time watching this, and they got to that scene where he's, like I said, chastising them. And like I said, I was just like, man, like, wow, like this is acting right here, man. You feel that shit. Like, he definitely did deserve an award. That's right. You guys showing love to each other in the chat. That's what I like to see. Oh, okay. Okay, sweet. Darren did the Black Swan, Requiem for a Dream, Mother. Okay, yeah. Then, yeah, I've seen the Black Swan and I've seen Mother. So, yeah, I agree with you. I forgot all about his, like, name and stuff like that. Like, sometimes when I'm watching these newer movies, even, like, one or two times, for some reason, I don't pay attention to who's fucking directing it. I just go into it blind, wanting to see the movie. But, yeah, Black Swan was good. I thought that was a pretty good movie. So, and in terms of like cinematography, basically the suspense of those movies, stuff like that, I can see him doing a Saw movie, because that's one thing for me. If you're going to do a Saw movie, you have to have great cinematography and you have to have great suspense. You have to know how to build it up. Uh-oh, time's up. Slight. Man, oh, clean cut to the fucking bone. Oh, clean cut to the bone. She was close too. She would have started sooner. If she would have started sooner, like Cecilia told her to, with cutting off her legs, she would have survived that shit. Well, Valentina's down. See, what I love about this part right here, you know, John says Gabriella's next. And Amanda tries explaining to him that, you know, how drugs can, you know, substance abuse can really like take over your mind and, you know, basically cause you to make decisions you shouldn't make and stuff like that. And John's not trying to hear any of it, to the point where you see some friction in there between Amanda and him a little bit. And that also is cool for Amanda, because it shows you that Amanda wasn't like completely caught in the abyss of being John's accomplice and building these traps, and, you know, kind of have Saw 3 portrayed her. You know what I mean? Like, she became like kind of, you know, twisted. You know what I mean? Like, she actually started liking killing and stuff like that. I like how they made her have compassion for Gabriella's character. King Matthew saying, I think this was the only Saw movie so far that Amanda's traps were actually beatable compared to Saw 3. I think ego got to Amanda's head when John was dying. I agree with that, King Matthew. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Also, I think her ego got to her head once she found out Hoffman was in the picture. Because remember, they were basically tit for tat trying to fight for John's legacy. Jay saying, in terms of intensity and gore, for sure. Yeah. Agreed, Jay. For sure. Jay saying, I heard some people complaining that the traps had impossible time limits, and I'm like, no. They just wasted a lot of time freaking out. Yes, exactly. Just like Valentina. She took I want to say 20 to 30 seconds before she starts sawing off her leg. And look how close she came to getting that, you know, to beating that. If she didn't waste that time, she would have won. So you're absolutely right. Yeah, those time limits weren't impossible. They just were freaking out so much that they wasted time. Valuable time at that. Shannon saying, check out 12 Feet Deep. I think Tobin trapped someone accidentally in a swimming pool, I think. Huh. Okay, 12 Feet Deep. That sounds enticing. I'm a fucked up mind, man. I'm sorry. I love horror movies. I love some level of violence, man. I do. All right. 12 Feet Deep. Got it, Shannon. Awesome. Thank you for the recommendation. Might fuck around and have to put that here on the channel and watch it for the first time together, because I've never seen it. Oh, fucking using Valentina's intestines as a rope. Ooh. Gotta give credit to Cecilia though, like that. It shows that Cecilia's got grit. Early warning signs. That's all I'm going to say. Fucking Amanda got them brain tracker boots. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to make this a first time watch here on the channel. 12 Feet Deep, Tobinbell's in it. Like, I'm down for that. It just sounds like some like captivity shit. And if there's another captivity movie out there with Tobinbell in it, I'm not against watching it, because he's proven to be a great kidnapper and mastermind. to put it nicely. King Matthew saying another reason that Amanda became ruthless like that in Saw 3 is I think because Hoffman was blackmailing Amanda. I can't really remember, but I think so. Yep, he was. They had a rivalry. Yeah, because they were both fighting for John's legacy. But you also know Hoffman was really just trying to cut off all loose ends. He was trying to finish the work that John wanted him to finish and then disappear. Jay saying Cecilia probably used to do that to her pet squirrels and wear the intestines as a bracelet, so of course she would know. You're right. you might be onto something, Jay, because yeah, she mira loco. She's definitely loco, bro. Yeah, I seen you you had that on the Wheel for Destin's channel, Shannon, and I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that, I'm like, not that I don't want anybody else to get their movie picked, but I'm hoping that movie does like hit the wheel soon, because I want to watch it, but I don't want to watch it until we all get to watch it together and stuff. But that sounds interesting. Death count. Hey, what's up, bro? My brother from another mother, Destination Station in the house. And if you guys, any of my new subscribers who just subscribed to me here as we're watching this stream, if you guys love horror movie related content, so on and so forth, check out my brother from another mother, Destination Station. He has great content. Check him out. Go to his streams, go to his videos, drop some likes, show some love, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, join his community as well. I promise you will not be disappointed. My boy saying fresh cut and all. Yeah, man. You already know how to get Suave back. Yeah, Jay. Jason, I'm weak as fuck. Not busting out the Spanglish. I see you. Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah, man. Gotta have fun, man. We got Parker up in this motherfucker now. She got his ass too. Ripped him off. This fucking woman's, she's something else, I tell you. See, I seen this. I didn't see the movie King Matthew, but I think I seen it posted on Tubi, and it does look interesting. King Matthew saying another good tobinbell film is The Call, released in 2020. It's made by the creator of Final Destination. Yeah, that might be something we have to visit too. Get here on the channel. Can't go wrong with the creator of Final Destination. More time, a shot at life. What's your life really mean to you, Parker? Have you ever thought about that? Because if you find the meaning of your life, what you found is your soul. See, man, he's just so good, man. He is so believable in his delivery and everything. Like, just too damn good. Shit, he got me wanting to fucking really look into the core of my soul and ask myself, what is the value of your life, Marcus? Like, he's that fucking convincing, man. Like shit. Yeah, that might be something we have to definitely dig into as well, King Matthew, The Call. That does look interesting. What? Val saying, what's up to Destin? Talking Star Wars, Shannon saying, and Costasmandylor, the actor that plays Hoffman, is in Death Count. Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm really hoping. Yeah, so now that just even increases my hope that movie gets picked sometime very soon. Hopefully the wheel drops on it, because that's my favorite character in Saw outside of Johnkramer is Mark Hoffman. Don't get me wrong, I love Amanda, but Mark Hoffman is my guy, man. Like, fucking ruthless Chivato. I love it. Shit, Destin. Oh, my boy been out at the pool getting a tan on all day and shit. Well, Destin, if you ain't doing nothing for like the next see what we have here. We still have about 42 minutes left in the movie. If you want to join the rest of the stream, bro, you know I got you. Just let me know. I'll send you an invite. If not, bro, you good. You already know. Margaritaville, this bitch. That's funny as shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a good franchise too. Jay saying, I love Final Destination. Yes, that is definitely a good franchise. Jay saying, I went to see Bloodlines twice. Oop. Hey, I'll say this. I'm glad everybody else likes it. It's mid for me. But hey, as long as everybody else likes it, that's what matters, because that means we're going to keep getting more movies, and hopefully they create a Final Destination movie that appeases me. Bring Devin Sawa back. Okay, RJ, hey, thank you for hanging out, man. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate the support, man. A troll saying margaritas, yeah. Again, RJ, thank you, man. Thank you for stopping in, watching some of the movie with us, and I appreciate your support. And definitely stop by for the next stream, man. That's right, Jay. Ruthless Chivato. That's right. That's to say, what the ever-loving fuck? I wonder what's going on here. I might have to scroll back up. Shannon's saying, time code, my fingers slipped. You're good. I got you. 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 23 seconds. We're at the part where Billy the puppet is willing out the medicine for Mateo. Also, to point out, again, Amanda's humanity in this movie. Again, Gabriella was supposed to be the next test subject to get tested. Basically, Amanda defied John's order and chose Mateo first and spared Gabriella extra time because Amanda has this connection to her because Amanda used to be a drug addict. And so is Gabriella. So Amanda feels for her. But the key thing is that she was going against John's order, which in my opinion kind of shows the first cracks in the dam between John and Amanda, which could explain why John decided to test her in Saw 3. I think it's possible when you look at some of the stuff we see in this movie. But again, Shannon, I got you with a timestamp just in case you didn't get the last one. Now I'm at 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 40 seconds. Yes, I will say that too, Destin. The opening of Bloodlines is great. I do give it that. Yes, it really was good. Hey, I feel that sometimes you got to go watch a movie a second time to see whether you like it as much as you did the first time, or if you didn't like it as much the first time, maybe the second time watching it, you might like it even more. I get that 100%. Holy shit. Horror Queen saying, I'm stuffed. Just had salmon and mac and cheese. Hell yeah. Sounds like a good ass meal. Shit. I might have to fucking charbroil me up a burger here after this stream. I'm getting kind of hungry myself. Oh no, that's right. Yeah, I still got some buffalo chicken left. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have. Yeah, let me have some buffalo chicken. But trust me, you will want to remain alert. Yup. Yeah, basically now the trap that Mateo was in is similar to John basically getting his brain opened up and shit like that. See, what I loved about the traps in this movie is that they weren't overcomplicated. I feel like certain times in the Saw franchise, we had certain traps that were overcomplicated, or the concept of them were too, like, they were the same concept as a previous trap. So we didn't get any fresh kills. I like these traps because they were simple and effective, and some of them were innovative enough to where, okay, we never seen that before. Jay saying it was a tad bit goofy, especially the ending, but it grew on me a second time. Hey, man, that's awesome. Hey, as long as you like it, that's all that matters, man. As long as you enjoyed it. And I'm glad you did. I always tell people that, man. Just because I don't enjoy something doesn't mean I don't want you to enjoy it. Okay, King Matthew. Hey, I appreciate you hanging out, man. Hopefully you enjoyed the movie for the majority of the time you were here. And Definitely finish it up later when Money in the Bank is over. I appreciate you, King Matthew. Thank you again, Val. We are at 28 likes, guys. If you are just popping into this live watch party of sawx, even if you can't stick around for too long, you just want to pop in and say hi, shoot the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm. We are almost at 30 likes for this live sawx watch party, and I'm so grateful for that. You guys are awesome. Like, I don't think you guys understand the magnitude of getting like that many likes for a watch party. Like sometimes that's like a rarity on YouTube, like where you get a lot of likes and stuff on watch parties and stuff. So you guys are definitely showing up and showing out. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you, my good brother. Destin saying, hell yeah, I did. Yes. In reference to smashing the like button. Yes, I agree. I appreciate that, Destin. Thank you, bro. You the man. I did Val's views, always Coca-Cola. That's funny. Shannon saying I got candy and soda. Hell yeah. What kind of candy you got, Shannon? Horror Queen saying, oh, nice. Yeah, I need me some buffalo chicken. You done got this shit started, Horror Queen. Talking about that salmon and mac and cheese. I know it ain't the same thing, but you got me hungry now. Oh. That chunk of brain going in the enzyme tank, like, that, you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of Hannibal. At the end of Hannibal, when he makes that little kid eat the piece of brain from Kremler's head, from his brain and shit, like, Love it. I love how the mask of this trap turns into basically like a Mexican statue. Hell yeah, man. Destin saying I'm marinating some chicken and about to go cook it down at the pool. All right, man. My boy on his beach bum shit today. I feel it. I feel it, bro. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, right, Val? Pool party at Destin's. Yeah, I agree. Fuck, we need to fucking squad up. Let's go. Jay saying exactly, the traps were simple, and that's what made them more like, oh, girl, hurry up, I'm clutching my pearls for you. Good shit, Jay. Yeah, for sure. I really enjoyed the traps in this movie, for sure, man. Simple and effective, nothing too over the top. You know what I mean? Like, they were really good. And though Valentina's, had a little bit of blood and stuff like that, in my opinion, there really wasn't that much gore in this movie, which I felt was good because it kind of took it back to the original tone in regards to blood and all that stuff. Like, so I'm glad it wasn't as heavy with the gore. Yep. A troll Campbell saying he basically told dude to drill his brain open and hope for luck. Yeah, right? Right? To a degree, if homeboy wasn't freaking out and would have just said, fuck it, bit down on the lip or whatever, and just cut as big of a chunk as he could, he probably would still be alive. Just like me and Jay said earlier, if they don't spend time freaking out, and I know it's hard to not do that in this situation, but if they don't waste time freaking out, they would have, him and Valentina, Mateo and Valentina, most likely would have lived. Nice. Thank you for that, Jay. I appreciate you, man. Saying I made sure to be like number 29 because it's my favorite number. Thank you for that, man. I greatly appreciate that. That's what's up. Awesome. Destin saying everyone head on over. Let's get down. All right, now it is Gabriella's turn. The inevitable. Amanda couldn't, bypass this one because now it's down to Cecilia and Gabriella. Yeah, right, Val? See, now it's just Horror Queen got everybody in this motherfucker hungry now. Ooh. Oh. Fucking Shannon, let me get some of them Skittles. Fucking Shannon said she got Skittles, gummy soda candy, and chocolate-covered peanuts, and a large Smart Food bag of white cheddar popcorn. Hell yeah. I need some of those Skittles and some of the white cheddar popcorn. I'm not going to lie, this part coming up here, y'all, I think this is like, in regards to traps, this for me is the most disturbing trap. For me. And once it starts playing out, I'll explain why. This trap gets me every time. Gabriella, you know, when she's chained up and she's like raised, you know, above. Oh. Yo, what up, Michael Joe? Thank you for stopping in, man. I greatly appreciate it. If you want to watch the rest of the sawx with us, let me know. I'll give you a timestamp right now. And if you need another one by the time you get it loaded up, I got you. But we're at 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 17 seconds. We got about 30-something minutes left in the movie. We're basically hitting the home stretch. And guys, we just shot up from 9 to 10 people watching to 14. So if you're just coming into this live stream, do your boy a favor, shoot that like button. It definitely helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And hit the comment section to let me know you're here. We'd love to see you. You guys are awesome. Horror Queen saying, I'm coming over, Shannon. Yeah, right? We need it. We all need to submerge to Shannon and Destin's house. Shannon's got the candy and the sodas and all that, and Destin is, you know, marinating some chicken on the grill by the pool. Let's merge. Let's go. Party fucking central. I agree, Michael Joe. Even though I'm not going to lie, I love me some Orville Redenbachers. Hell yes. Oh, man, here we go. That's that part, bro. Like when she got to hammer her leg, her ankle, and her arm. Oh no, just the sound of the fucking hammer and the bones cracking. Like, no, man. This is why I say that to me, this is the most disturbing part in the entire movie. The most disturbing trap. And then on top of that, she got that hot ass fucking what is that? Fucking infrared beaming all on her and shit. Radiation. Yeah, fuck that. Hard Queen saying, I'm going to throw Destin in the pool. Hell yeah. Jay saying, Gabriella's trap always pissed me off because why wouldn't she just do her wrist first? That way she falls and can just run from the trap every time it moves toward her. Yeah, I get that. You got to understand, man, she's young. She's in distress. You know what I mean? Like, she ain't in her right mind, so she ain't thinking clearly, you know what I mean, to think logically. Destin asking, has anyone ever had the popcorn at the Alamo Draft House? What the hell do they put on their popcorn? I can make the AMC shit, but I'm trying to figure out Alamo Draft House popcorn. No, buddy, but when I come down to Texas again, you're going to have to take me over there. So I can try what all the fuss is about. Michael Joe saying Punisher versus Saw. Huh, that would be interesting. I mean, I would have to give the Punisher the upper hand as long as he doesn't get held captive. And here we go with this snake bastard. Fucking Parker Sears. Fucker. This fucking rat bastard. Pulling a gun on my boy John. And what I like too, though, is that Gabriella actually won her game. So logically, you would think that she would be, you know, she's going to get taken to the hospital and stuff like that. And obviously, John was in the process of having Amanda do that until this piece of shit, Parker Sears, decides to show his real hand and show that he's in cahoots with the fucking devil herself, Cecilia Peterson. Fucked up. Val saying he definitely would be the first one to go in hard, Queen. Kaiser trip. Fucking tested. Feel free, but don't get my hair wet, little lady. Fucking tested. I don't know why I'm picturing you like say this like in real time, like as if you were here on the panel. Bro, see, this is bullshit right here. This is bullshit what she does because Gabriella deserved to live because she won her game and she obviously fucking is a piece of shit and killed her. But I'm not going to lie. To me, this solidified Cecilia as John's greatest villain, like the greatest like test subject in regards to like a bad person he's ever came across. Maybe outside of Hoffman. Because you got to put Hoffman in that category. Like in regards to like having no conscience, like not having a pulse when it comes to having that urge to kill somebody. To me, Cecilia Peterson's character is definitely probably outside of Mark Hoffman, the best test subject who's the most ruthless, who could be seen as an enemy to John Kramer. Not for this, just this film, but in any other film. Val, that was good. Val saying all the horror queen, we would be waiting for him to get to the pool because you know we always wait on these men. You're not lying, Val. That was a good one. That was a good way to transition into that. That's funny. So, guys, we're back up to 16 viewers here on the live watch party. If you have not done it already, shoot the stream a like. It definitely helps out with the YouTube algorithm. I know the last time Jay gave an update, it was at 29 likes. Let's get it over 30. I think we can do it. That is true. That is true. But I guess I'm kind of on the side of, you know, Amanda in regards to, you know, feeling for the girl because she was obviously a drug addict and kind of lost and shit like that. And according to John, everybody deserves a second chance. So I feel for the girl, man. Oliver saying, I'm back. I'm so happy right now. Jameswan could be a possibility for Saw 11. Wow, that's awesome. See, some more news must have came out. So I'm going to have to do some fishing or send me something, Oliver. So if there has been more news to come out, I can put it in my video that I'm going to be releasing for Saul tomorrow. But I will say right here, right now, I mean, I'll be obviously stoked if James Wan gets behind the director's chair for Saw 11. But I want Kevin Gruder to finish his story. I really do. That's just me. Yeah, if he doesn't get held captive, Michael Joe, if he doesn't get caught up. Man, oh man, see, I love this scene right here coming up. Like, I don't love how like plays out for the most part, but I love how it leads us into the end. Man, fucking Cecilia is ruthless, man. And it's her being that ruthless is why I actually like the character. Because I did not expect this much like ruthlessness out of this character. I didn't. I knew she was a piece of shit because they kind of made it fairly obvious, the story from the trailers and stuff like that. But to me, what made this movie even more better and more of a twist was the way Cecilia's character was portrayed, especially in the final act. Synnovemacodylund did a fantastic job. She was really good, especially in the final act. Horror Queen saying Destin and Marcus get thrown in. I mean, fuck it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Rock out. Okay. Yeah, hey, I'm down for it, bro. Destin saying we need to make the pool party thing happen. Yeah, for sure. Val saying I was just going to say that, Destin, we would definitely have a blast. Hell yeah. I agree, Oliver. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, buddy. Oliver's saying we need to finish her story in Saw 11 where she goes head to head with John. I agree. 1,000%. And I want Kevin Gruder to be able to finish it. He deserves it, man. Like I said earlier, outside of James Wan, to me, Kevin Gruder is the best Saw director. He's the best director for the Saw franchise. Excuse me. And it shows the difference between John's villain and Cecilia's villain. Because Cecilia's villain doesn't have a moral code. John, even though in his own way, he actually has a moral code. He has a moral decency. You know what I mean? And I'm sure in this moment when Carlos is being held captive, and chained, he's about to be, chained up to the board with him. I'm very positive that John kind of felt like it was like as if his son was alive going through this with him, Gideon. Because remember, John lost his son thanks to Cecil, Amanda's ex-boyfriend. Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear and what I like to see. Jay Sony saying it's at 31 now. Boy, congrats. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Hey, we're still here. Anybody who's, just popping in, who's just, saying hi, what's up, or coming to hang out for a little bit while we finish the movie. If you haven't done so already, shoot the like button. We are over 30 likes, which is kind of the goal I wanted set for this stream. But hey, why not aim higher? As many as we can get. I appreciate all of you. Man, this scene is so good. It's kind of tragic, but it's so good. The bloodboarding scene. Man. Poor Carlos. Oh. Shit is fucking gnarly, man. All that fucking blood, like, yo, they fucking was sticky as shit after shooting that scene. I wonder if they use like corn syrup and shit. Oh no, I went through a little buffer. I got to refresh. Oh wow, that's why. What the hell? For some reason, my computer ended up on airplane mode. It's all right. Get this bad boy right back up. I know where I was at. I have my timestamp. Check some of you guys' other comments out. As you see, I had to adjust the camera a little bit because bad boy was dying, so I had to get it on a charger. Alone should be along. What do you mean, Oliver? Let me know what you mean. Oh, sweet. Nice. It brought me right back to where I was at. That's what I'm talking about. But I am going to scroll through ahead a little bit because I know I'm a little bit behind from where you guys are probably at. And man, to me, one of the best performances in the movie is Carlos. That kid was fucking tough. Yup, here we go. Here we go. This was all part of the plan, baby. They wanted them to do this. She thought she was really going to go up there and get her fucking money. She didn't know who she was fucking with. And I also love this scene when John takes off the collar and he rises up and he's got all that blood on him and stuff like that because it's reminiscent to the original Saw. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yup, took the fucking bullets out of the gun. And the gunpowder. Jam that shit. He's such a genius too. I love it. Guys, keep in mind, if this is your first time watch, stick around for the post-credit scene. That's right. John saying you are a warrior, my boy. That's the truth. Carlos is a fucking warrior, man. In so many ways, he saved John's life in this incident by pulling the lever for some of that blood to pour onto him. Yep, their whole plan. John already knew their plan from the start. Makes you wonder if Parker Sears was his real name. I see we have 19 people here. This just jumped up to 19 people watching. If you are just hopping in the chat, definitely do your boy a favor. Shoot the stream a like. It definitely helps out with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate you all being here. And I am going to catch up with you guys here in the chat in a second. We're hitting the home stretch of the movie. So we're going to finish watching the movie. And then I'm going to pick up back with you guys here in the chat. Man. Played the shit out of him. Love it. Yep, and he's right. He gave them a chance to redeem themselves, but at every turn, they chose death. Yep, and now they have to make a choice and turn on themselves. I love it. This ending is so brilliant for these characters because they destroyed people's lives by scamming them out of their money and promising them false hope. Now they, in order to stay alive, they have to choose between one or another. And he even told Parker, she's going to burn you. You just don't see it yet. And I also think it's very, very fitting that before, when Parker was taking the collar off of Cecilia, he says, I died for you, baby. And look what happened. Yep, you just can't see it yet. Yep, John predicted that shit. It kind of makes you wonder if John knew Cecilia was going to come out on top and planned for that to happen because he wasn't finished with her yet. Just saying. This is why they need to finish. They need to let Kevin Gruder finish Saw 11 before we get Jameswan back in the director's chair. Because Cecilia is still alive. So that tells me there's still more story to tell between John and her rivalry. All that fucking money. It's about what? I want to say how much. I mean, she scammed him with John for $250,000, I think. So that's $250,000 right there. And I will say this: I thought it was a missed opportunity to not have Carlos be Shank from Spiral, but I still think if they wanted to do that, eventually reveal that Carlos and Shank are the same person, they can do that. I might have to do a video explaining why I believe that. Stick around for the post-credit scene, guys. I don't know if you guys are already at it or what. I'm going to check your comments here in a second. I'm just getting to it. Because there was like a little hiccup there for a second to where for some reason my computer went to airplane mode, so I had to refresh the movie and all that. Love it. Absolutely love this movie. Had a really good cast, too. See, that's another thing, too. Kevin, Gruder, not only does he direct and I'm sure have a part in the writing process, but the guy edits the movie, too. Really well done. Holy shit, we're up to 21 people watching right now. We are basically at the end of the movie. We're at the post-credit scene. But guys, if you haven't done so already, please shoot the stream a like. It definitely helps out with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you all being here. And we got Michael Beach's character. The man who basically put all of this in motion by leading John astray, telling him about this fake, cancer treatment, being a fake cancer patient because he was in on a scam. And there's my fucking boy Hoffman, baby. That's my fucking boy right there. Out of all the men to cheat, you choose Johnkramer? Well, I call that an epic mistake. Well, epic bad luck. Epic bad luck. Close enough. That's my fucking boy, though, man. And as you see, we're back in the old bathroom, which basically implies that these events take place after the bathroom scene and in between the events of Saw 2. Fantastic movie. Absolutely love it. Now I'm going to catch up with you guys here in the chat. Just give me 1 second. All right. Right, Oliver? Say, wow, all 21 of my personalities are here. Yeah, man, we've been spiking up and down and stuff. It's been a good turnout today, a really good turnout. I'm super grateful for all of you guys. I am going to scroll back up here and catch up with you guys because I know I'm a little bit behind from the last few minutes. A new Saw video game, Michael Joe says. Hey, I mean, I'm not against it. I've never played the old one. Oh, yeah, you're not lying about that, Val. Val saying if we all got together in real life, y'all would have some funny as fuck content for your channel. Yeah, for sure. And I also will say this about the end of the movie. If in my opinion, with the post-credit scene, if you take into account what was supposed to happen for Saw 11, then the post-credit scene happens after the events in Mexico are completely over. Because for Saw 11, John and Amanda were supposed to still be in Mexico dealing with Cecilia, which is why she lived at the end, which tells me that that post-credit scene was basically after those events take place with Cecilia, because it wouldn't make sense for John to come back to the States to deal with Henry Kessler, Michael Beach's character, just to go all the way back to Mexico and finish off Cecilia, especially with his health. You know what I mean? So I think that post-credit scene was designed to be after John and Cecilia's story is completely finished, which we would have and hopefully still see in Saw 11. Yo, what's up, Byron Weaver? You're good, man. We are going to wrap it up here in a few minutes. I apologize if I'm behind on the chat. Had to charge up the phone a little bit so we can get through the last part. And I could say, my goodbyes to you guys and also get you guys' thoughts on the movie and stuff, how you felt about it, what you like about it, what you don't like, so on and so forth. Had to get some juice on the phone. Byron saying Saw X is my favorite sequel in the Saw franchise. Hey, it's a great choice, man. For me, it goes Saw 1, Saw 2 still, and then Saw X. Those are my top three. I actually agree with this thought, Oliver, saying I think John knew all along that Amanda was with Cecil at the clinic the night of the miscarriage. I agree. Could we eventually see that, come to fruition, like John, them doing a movie and them showing that John knew that? Yeah, for sure. Byron says, will we be getting subtle hints of Saw 2 Amanda in Saw 11? It depends what they're going to do, man. First and foremost, I think it depends if we're going to get Kevin Gruder back in the director's chair, because I don't feel like we will see Saw 2's version of Amanda in Saw 11. If that happens, I think we would see more of the type of Amanda we saw in this movie, where we see little instances that she is fading into that darkness and she's getting more ruthless the more she helps John with these traps. But there's still going to be some compassion there. But it all depends. Who knows? We don't have any idea what's going to be happening now. Yo, what's up, Eric? My bad, bro. I'm like super behind in the chat, man. I'm just catching up. But I hope you're having a great night, man. I know you watching them fights. I'm about to actually check them out too. That UFC card tonight. I got a couple free bet tickers out there for them too. I ain't gonna lie. Oliver saying, I think John knew all along that a man. Oh, okay, yeah, I already read it. Damn, I must be like super behind. All right, let me catch up. It must have jumped on me. A troll saying, great movie. Yes, absolutely. Eric saying, glad to see you got a cut, my dude. Yeah, man, it was long overdue. You know what I mean? I had to get that jailhouse look up off me. Can't be having that all the time, man. I can go a good couple months, but now that it's summertime, I'm definitely going to be keeping this shit short on the regular. You know me, Eric. I can't deal with the fucking heat, man. And thank you, Val, for welcoming my good buddy Eric. Like me and Eric been friends for damn near going on 20 years now. So that's definitely another brother from another mother, another friend, close to me here at home. So thank you for welcoming him into the chat, Val. I appreciate you. Oliver saying, well, yes, she's still alive in this part of the timeline. Yeah, if you're talking about Amanda, I believe so, yes. Thank you, Jay. I think I know what you're referring to in regards to Carlos being Shank. Yes, I agree. Jay Sony saying, oof, that should be Spiral 2's twist. Yes, I agree. It should be. I think you could still do it. That's right, Shannon. Saying also we never got to see Michael Beach's character's body after this film. That's very, very true. Yeah, he was just starting his game. So we don't even know if he lived. We don't know if he died. We don't know anything. I'm hoping so, Byron. I'm hoping her story isn't done yet because she was killed. She wasn't killed at the end of sawx, and I feel like that was the story that Kevin Gruder wanted to continue going with, but we don't know what's going to happen now that Jameswan is going to be having the ownerships. I do know, thanks to Shannon sending me a post on social media, Kevin Gruder didn't know anything about this deal between Twisted Pictures and Atomic Monster and fucking Blumhouse happening. He's still hoping to be involved in some way. So he didn't even know this deal was taking place. So it's kind of like 50-50 in regards to if Kevin Gruder's going to be able to finish this story. I hope they allow him to. How I want it to be is Saw 11, we finish the story between John and Cecilia, and then in Saw 12, we get fucking Jameswan back in the director's chair. We get leighwhannel as the fucking writer, and then we get this story between Dr. Gordon and Detective Hoffman from the aftermath of Saw 7, and we go in that direction. That's what I want. Destin asking, do you think they'll go to Saw 11 or do a reboot to the original? I hope they let Kevin do Saw 11, man, but we don't know what's going to happen. They could directly go into the aftermath of Saw the Final Chapter if James gets behind the director's chair again. He could choose to do that because a lot of people want to see the aftermath of what happened in 7 in regards to Hoffman and Dr. Gordon and all that stuff. So I wish I had the answers for you, bro. We just got to wait and see. I will say this, and this is why I will plug this in here real quick before we head out for tonight. Let me pull this bad boy up. Tuesday evening, I am going to be doing a State of the Franchise live stream for Saw. I'm going to be talking about what I feel is going to be happening now that we have this big news that basically Jameswan is going to be owning the rights to Saw through Blumhouse, through Atomic Monster, all that stuff. So tune in. I'm going to create the stream tonight. I'm going to have it unlisted through tomorrow, and then by tomorrow night, I will have it out there. So once I post it, you guys already know, shoot the like button ahead of time. It helps the stream. And come join me Tuesday night. Well, I want to say Tuesday night, Tuesday evening. I'll say around 6 o'clock, I'll probably start. But I will be doing that this week, this Tuesday. State of the Franchise, Saw. So hopefully you guys can make it. Get back to you guys here in the comment section. Yeah, Oliver, and hopefully you can make it, man. Let me know what's going on for Tuesday. And if you do want to come on the panel and talk some some Saw with me, let me know. And we can definitely make it happen. If I got to push it back a little bit to cater to your time, I will. Would love to have you on and talk some Saw, man. Epic bad luck. That's right, Byron. Yup. That was a wild ending, wasn't it, Horror Queen? For sure. This is why we got to get Saw 11 in the way that Kevin Gruder, envisioned it, in my opinion. Let him finish his story. He deserves it. Like I said, to me, outside of Jameswan, he's the best filmmaker for the Saw franchise. in my opinion. I feel like his sequels were some of the best sequels in the entire franchise. Saw X, Saw 6, and Saw 7. So hopefully he gets to finish his story. Jay saying, my boy just got done with the movie, and Jay Quisha just started rolling blunts for the chat period. That's awesome. Hey, you guys know me. I'm not, I am down with the green. So I don't hate. I don't discriminate. Yep. We have the same list, Destin. Yep. I agree. Saw 1, Saw 2, and then Saw X. Top 3. That's what I'm saying. They got to get a move on. They got to get a move on, Oliver. He's saying, I wonder if we have enough time with tobinbell to do Saw 11 and then a prequel to the original Saw. Man, unless you're going to, go back to back and stick on that schedule, I think it's unlikely. Because Tobin, man, he's getting up there. He's really like sharp in the tooth right now. Hopefully that plays out that way. I wouldn't be against that. But I have a feeling if they are going to do a prequel to the original, they would have somebody play John when he was a little bit younger. That's just my take on that, though. Byron Weaver saying Saw 3 Amanda Young is my favorite version of her, minus her string at the end of the movie. Yeah, that's basically when she really like snapped. That's when you can tell Amanda was stuck in the abyss of creating traps to kill, not creating traps to heal, as Johnkramer taught her to do. King Matthew saying, I'm back on the stream now. I am about to wrap this stream up. I'm just catching up with you guys' comments, answering the rest of you guys' questions. Jay Sony saying Saw 11 should be about Jay Kramer deciding to move a little suburbs and try to lead a peaceful life, but then Cecilia comes and kidnaps all the good people in his new life, his neighbor, mailman, etc. That'd be interesting. I know a lot of people want to see Cecilia be like this type of villain where, she comes after Johnkramer because of what he did. And I'm not against that. I just got a feeling that what they wanted to do is basically have Johnkramer stay in Mexico but try to find her father. That's what I think. I think that in Saw 11, we were going to get introduced to Cecilia's father. John was going to try to find him. Because, in my opinion, there's no way you didn't know your daughter was doing this scam. In my opinion, you had to be in on it. So, but hey, I'm not against it neither. I mean, Cecilia is a great villain, so why not? Okay, so if anything, Oliver, then what I will do is maybe schedule the stream for like 7:30, 8 o'clock, so it gives you some time to get home, unwind, do what you got to do, and then be able to come on the panel. Let me know, man. Hit me up on Instagram, and we'll hash everything out. King Matthew III saying, I feel like we need at least one more tobinbell film before moving on to a new Jigsaw killer. I agree. Byron saying, I could myself be in the Saw franchise and become friends with Amanda prior to Saw 3. Yeah, man, I like Amanda as a character. You know what I mean? Like, she was definitely cool. She was a troubled human being. You know what I mean? But you could tell, especially in moments in this film, there was some good in Amanda. Well, she wasn't, a piece of shit per se all the way, like they basically had her go to the lengths, of that type of piece of shit level in Saw 3. She was a type of person who had humanity in her. So just somewhere along the line, she got caught up in the abyss. Oliver's saying Saw, Saw X, Saw 4, Saw 2, Saw 3, and Saw 6, Saw 5, 7, Jigsaw, and Spiral are hard for me to watch. Huh. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Saw 5 and 7, Jigsaw, and Spiral are the hard ones for you to watch. Hey, I understand, man. A lot of people don't really care for those certain ones. I do. Even Jigsaw has grown on me over the last few years only because I see potential in regards to future movies and how they could be done. As a short preview, The Cult of Jigsaw. I'll leave it at that because I want to go in depth in a future video about that. For the most part, I can watch any of the Saw films. To me, there's not one particularly bad Saw film. There's just certain films that aren't as good as the others. I love this franchise as a whole. Jay Sony saying, I rock with the looking for the father angle, though. How would the traps go down, though? Like, who'd be put in them? Obviously her father. Maybe there's other people. Remember those guys who took John to the building that pointed the guns at him? Maybe we see their faces. Never know. Anything's possible. Oliver saying, that should be good for me, Marcus. Awesome. Cool. Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear. Bethany, give me 1 second. Let me turn this camera back on. Bethany Cloutman in the chat. I think you are a new subscriber as well. I've never seen you here in the community before, Bethany, but if you are, welcome and thank you for joining the community. I greatly appreciate you. Saying Jigsaw, I think, is underrated. I'm starting to believe that too, Bethany. Like, it's grown on me. I think there's certain things they did in that movie to where you can take for another movie and make it an interesting Saw film. The Cult of Jigsaw. Then you have Logan's character, what happens to him in the aftermath. Eleanor Bonneville, who is the vehicle that approached Eleanor Bonneville when she was basically escaping from the barn. Because remember, that was supposed to be Jill Tuck's family's barn. So there's not really too many people that live out that way. Who is that truck that picked her up? I've always wondered that. I agree. I think Jigsaw is a little bit underrated. Now that I've rewatched it a few times, it's grown on me. King Matthew III saying Eric Matthews also had a play into how Amanda changed into a more ruthless due to Eric and Amanda's past. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I can see that, especially for him and wanting to get revenge for him and the cops in general. Yeah, I can see that. Jay Sony saying, I actually prefer Spiral to Jigsaw, if anything, for the traps alone. The CGI fest that was Jigsaw did not tickle my pickle the 2 times I watched it. No, there definitely was a lot of CGI in Jigsaw that I really didn't care for. I do think they got a little too high-techy with that. I feel like Jigsaw and Spiral are kind of like on the same level for me. Like, I'd give them the same ranking. I think those 2 movies, The Killers and everything, could be intertwined with each other into a future Saw film. Again, The Cult of Jigsaw. So I like both of them, though. I like both of them. I think they're solid Saw movies for what they are. All right, looks like I am caught up with everybody. Well, guys, this was definitely a lot of fun. We are going on 2.5 hours on this stream. We already finished the movie. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys that took the time to come over here and watch this movie with me and just hang out in the chat and bust it up and talk about this movie. Sawx is my 3rd favorite movie in the entire franchise. I hope you all enjoyed it. After the stream, if you guys got anything you guys want to ask me in regards to the movie or any other theories that you have for the Saw franchise, or just want to show some love after the stream, because leaving comments after the stream is over does help the YouTube algorithm as well, feel free to do so. This was a blast, you guys. We had such a great time. We had a great turnout today. I am so grateful for every single one of you guys. Love you guys for showing the support that you do to me in this channel, because again, it shows me that you guys believe in me in this channel and in the content that I'm providing you guys. And that means the world to me. But we are going to end it here. You guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. I'm going to read this last comment from Jay saying, definitely will come back with snacks this time. Nice. Awesome, man. I love to hear that. Yes, definitely come back. I will promote this as well. check on my YouTube channel posts, check on the community tab. Monday night is going to be the first episode of me and Destination Station's new horror podcast titled The Horror Hooligans. The link is there in the community tab. Go over to his stream, go over to his channel, subscribe to him as well. Shoot the like button. It helps with the podcast, so on and so forth. And also keep an eye out because episode 2 of the Horror Hooligans is going to be here on my channel. We're going to be rotating the podcast episodes on both of our channels. Bethany's saying, going to come watch you again. Not seen you before, but you seem like a good YouTuber. Thank you. Thank you for that, Bethany. I try my best to be. I just like to hang out here with you guys, talk some horror movies, discussions, rumors, theories, watch parties, enjoy watching movies with you guys. So yes, definitely come back and welcome to the community. I greatly appreciate you guys' presence. But all right, everyone, enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. I'm going to watch me some UFC. Be sure to catch me on Destination Station's channel, not only Monday, but tomorrow as well. We're having a live watch party on his channel. And then Monday night, I will be having another live watch party here on this channel for the Town That Dreaded Sundowns. So keep your notifications on so you guys get notified when that stream and everything is happening. And I will see you guys the next time. Have a great night, everybody.